Welcome back to Q High Protein Vegan Meals. Today you will learn how to make this Seitan Gyro, which is packed with protein, around 30 grams in a medium-sized one. For full macros, take a look in the end screen of this video. You can find a written recipe in the description box below. If you're new here, consider subscribing if you like this kind of content. For the gyro, you will need 250 grams or 1.5 cup of vital wheat gluten. Wheat gluten is around 75 to 80% of protein, which explains how these gyros contain so much protein. Then we need 150 grams or 1 cup of cooked chickpeas, 3 tablespoons tomato puree, 3 tablespoons nutritional yeast, 1 deciliter or half a cup vegetable stock, and 3 tablespoons soy sauce, tamari or amino acids. Then I have a ton of spices, but you don't need all of them. The ones that are most essential are 2 teaspoons black pepper, 2 teaspoons salt, 2 tablespoons oregano, and 1 tablespoon each of cumin, smoked or sweet paprika, onion powder, and garlic powder. More optional ones are thyme, nutmeg, dill, and rosemary. Here I used around 1 teaspoon of each. Feel free to experiment with different spices and combinations to find out what you like the most. A good sauce to the gyro is a mint tzatziki that we'll make with 400 grams or 14 ounces coconut milk, 1 cucumber, the juice of half a lemon, 2 to 4 cloves of garlic, around 15 leaves of mint, and some salt. I also like to serve it with the pickled red onion, and for that you'll need 2 deciliter or 1 cup of apple cider vinegar and 1 red onion. You can use whichever vegetables you like. Here I went with lettuce and some sweet tomatoes. The most classical way to eat gyro is in a pita bread, but tortillas or any type of flatbread also works just fine. To start with the seitan, mash up the chickpeas with a fork. The chickpeas are mainly used for some texture, so don't mash it too finely. Add the chickpeas to a bowl together with the nutritional yeast, tomato puree, soy sauce, and spices, and mix it well before adding the wheat gluten flour. After stirring a bit, add the vegetable stock and work into a dough. Now use your hands to knead it for around 10 minutes. It is very important to knead it well for the gluten to release and to get the right texture. When the dough is thoroughly kneaded, cut it into portion bits and roll it out with the rolling pin until they are around 1 centimeter or half an inch thick. Take some vegetable stock to a simmer and add the seitan for about half an hour. It is very important that the stock is just simmering and not boiling, as that will ruin the texture. You can also steam them for the same amount of time if you prefer. While the seitan is simmering, you can make the sauce and pickled onion. For the pickled onion, simply slice it up and put into the apple cider vinegar. For the sauce, peel and chop up the garlic. If you have time and energy, then use the side of the knife to mash it to make it into a puree for the best taste. Make a ball of the mint leaves and chop it finely. Peel the cucumber and then cut it in half. Now you can use a spoon to scrape out the watery bit in the middle, so you only have the firm part left. Now grate the cucumber and then press out the water. Add it all to the coconut milk together with salt and press out the lemon juice. Make sure no seeds comes along and then mix and set aside. When the seitan has simmered for about half an hour, we're going to make a quick marinade before frying them. Add a few tablespoons of soy sauce to a plate, and then we'll use around a teaspoon each of onion powder, garlic powder, smoked paprika and black pepper. If you want to prep the seitan a day before, then you can simply leave the seitan in the marinade overnight, but you can also fry it right away. This gyro meat is easy to make and freeze really good, so you can make a bigger batch and save for some rainy day if you want to. If you want to freeze some of the seitan, then do this before putting them into the marinade. The seitan is already cooked, so you only fry it to get a crispy surface. To get it maximum crispy, use some oil, but you can also fry it without. Then cut the seitan into thin strips like this, and all that's left now is to assemble your gyro. I hope you will enjoy this meal as much as I do, and if you do, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe for more high protein vegan recipes.